everyone, don't click away just yet, this is the right video, Rakdos Sacrifice, even though there's a Goblin deck showing on the screen right now. I played this deck yesterday in the Mythic Qualifier, and for those of you that talk with me on Discord and such, you know that I've been practicing with this particular deck a lot. I got this idea to put this in there. I found this online, somebody playing it, and Ironcrag Fleet seemed to go really well in this because it made the play into a Moxus even more consistent than the Skirk Prospector into the... what are they called again? Like the card that spawns the 2/1/1 goblins that you can sacrifice on turn 3. This deck worked really well for me. I had about an 85% win rate in the days prior to the event. Like, I think I lost like 4 best of 3 games out of like 50 or 60 games, maybe even 70 games. But it didn't go well during the event. I kept on flooding in lands, and at first I thought like, okay, flooding in lands, that's fine, because that means that there's less lands in the deck and then the Moxus play will be good. And usually I ended up with something in my hand like an Ironcrag Fleet with a Moxus or a Goblin Matron with a bunch of lands, so I would be able to pass my Moxus quite consistently. However, every time I casted this card, I just got super unlucky. There would be like 5 lands on top of the deck, and I only pull 1 goblin out of the deck, and then usually that wasn't even one of the goblins that gives haste, and the whole experience just didn't feel good. It almost felt rigged, because I believe I casted this card about 10 times consistently, so I always had it in every single game except one game. I believe I had Moxus in my hand, and I had a very clear pathway to getting there, either by placing lands and keeping the field under control with Goblin Chain Whirler, or just adding mana with the Skirk Prospector, but it just didn't work out, and it wasn't meant to be. I won the first game, and then I proceeded to lose the next 3 games. One time I even had 2 Moxes in hand, and I had 6 lands on the field. I casted it, I whiffed, so the next turn I casted it again, and I whiffed again. So yeah, there you go, Magic the Gathering for you. I'm a bit disappointed about it. I usually don't get too disappointed about losing, but I felt like I really got screwed over by the whole shuffler system, and nothing to do about that. But yeah, if you want a good Goblin deck, this is the one to go. This is the one that I've been playing in best of 3, and now we are back to creating videos for the channel instead. And I'm not going to play this deck on the channel here, because I've been covering enough Goblin decks for the time being. If you want to see this deck in action, just let me know below. Ironcrag Fleet is a really cool addition to the Moxus Grandee combo. It makes the deck a little bit less consistent because you have 3 less goblins, but being able to put the Moxus down even after they clear your board, which people are doing a lot right now, is a really cool thing to do, and I think it caught a lot of people off guard when I cast it during the event. But for today's video, I will be playing Rakdos Sacrifice. I wanted to play John Sacrifice, but I only have 1 copy. Oh, what's happening here? Why is Collected Company not showing? Ah, green is not selected. There we go. So I only have 1 copy of Collected Company. I only have 1 rare wildcard, and I feel playing a Jaunt list with only 1 copy of this or 2 copies is just not worth it. So instead I will be playing a Rakdos list like this instead. What this deck wants to do is oh, sorry, my throat. What this deck wants to do is you want to get Blood Artist and Mayhem Devil on the field, and then just start sacrificing a bunch. And when you do this, it can go off really quickly, because each time a creature dies, the opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life, and this one can ping your opponent for 1 damage each. And we have Bolas' Citadel, which is a very cool 6-drop that can win you the game on the spot in certain situations. The Cauldron Familiar and the Witch's Oven combo is still legal in Historic, which is really nice. I've covered this deck many times in the past. I haven't really updated my standard list much. I'm kind of waiting for the Zendikar Rising to drop, but losing Priest of the Forgotten Gods as well as Mayhem Devil is probably the nail on the coffin for Rakdos Sacrifice in general, in standard at least. But I think this deck is good enough going forward in Historic, and we will seeing it played a lot in Historic in the coming months. Junt will probably be a little bit better than this, but this should not be underestimated under any circumstances. It's a really good deck. It's a incredibly good deck, especially with Blood Artist in this, and we have stuff like Claim the First One, which can really mess with Goblin players, like you steal their Prospector and then you sacrifice it. Is it called Prospector? I'm not sure. The Skirk Prospector, right? The 1-mana goblin that allows you to sack goblins to create mana. Plus, if you do steal a Skirk Prospector, then well, they how to say, like, if you try to steal it, they need to sacrifice it on the spot. So this kind of counts as a removal spell, which is quite cool. And yeah, I think there's nothing much to say about this deck. I think we should just jump into some gameplay footage and see the deck in action. It's just a really fun sacrifice deck all around. Anyway, see you in the footage then. Alright, here we go, up against RK as our first opponent. I'm about halfway towards Mythic already. I'm kind of wondering still, should I make the push to Mythic already or should I wait a bit? Because once you are Mythic, then you will keep dropping your ranks. So sometimes it's better to stay in Diamond until the end of the season and just make the push in the last few days. Let's see, we don't have red mana, but we have plenty of plays going forward, so I think I'm gonna keep this. I hope I can find another creature soon. Ah, there's a land, so I will put the Serrated Scorpion down now. Next turn I will play the Priest of Forgotten Gods, and then hopefully we can make some fun plays. I hope we don't see... Okay, so they didn't play anything there, I guess, unless they are running the card that I mentioned earlier, like the defeat, then they will not really be able to do much here. But let's attack and get 1 damage in there already. And now they need to deal with the Priest with the Forgotten Gods. I'm not sure if they are capable. Okay, so they do not deal with it like that. We take 4 damage there. And let's see what we shall do here. We are a bit low on mana, but I think I can do this, and how shall I do this? I guess I will just sacrifice it like this. I kind of wanted to use the Fanatical Firebrand to ping this for 1 damage later on, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Let's attack in first, of course. So attack in with this first. There we go, and now I can sacrifice these 2. Yeah, there we go. That's some more damage and we gain some life there. And they sacrificed the Prospector instead. Okay then. So put this on the battlefield and... yeah, here we go. Let's go. So we could be seeing a Krenko coming down now. That... yeah, there he is. So Krenko coming down isn't great. But at least they cannot attack in with the Goblin Chieftain here. I would be very surprised if they did attack in. Okay, waiting for them to finish here. They are not tapping the Krenko just yet. That's quite smart in there, but that's perfect. So let's play the Mayhem Devil first. And then we can play this one. Let's see, how do I do this? I think I want to keep the Mayhem Devil on the battlefield. Yeah, let's keep the Mayhem Devil, and I am a bit sad that I can't just manually sacrifice this one to get an extra ping off there, but let's do it like so. There we go, and we put 2 pings on the Goblin Chieftain. They're gonna activate their Krenko, of course, so 2 pings there. They need to sacrifice that. Let's see, can I somehow get rid of the Krenko here? I don't have mana to play another Woe Strider. I only have 2 mana available. I can sacrifice the Priest, which is an extra ping, but I don't think that's good enough. So let's just get rid of the Goblin instead and use the mana to put the Blood Artist down. The worst case, I can sacrifice the Blood Artist during their turn to get rid of a 1/1 Goblin. We are slowly heading towards Mox's territory here, like one more turn and they could technically... Well, they could play it this turn actually. Yeah, I need to get rid of this. So let's do this and let's get rid of that Skirk Prospector right now. Get to the opponent and let's deal 1 damage to the Prospector here, because the moment that they tap the Krenko when the what's this thing called, the Goblin Chieftain lands, then they will be able to generate a lot of value there, and I don't really want that to happen. So they create 2 goblins there, but they do not attack, and I guess I'm still quite okay here. So let's put this down. Yeah, there we go, and I will target them. Sacrifice these 2. There we go. So 1 ping here, 1 ping there. They need to sacrifice a goblin. We kill the other goblin as well. And how much mana do we have? We have 4 mana available to us. A little bit of a poor draw. I could have gotten one of these out of the graveyard instead here then, but can I somehow get rid of the Krenko here? I don't think I can, so I will have to waste this mana right here. But let's attack in for 3 damage and... yeah, end the turn. We're very close to closing out the game here, so quite happy about that. A wily Goblin comes down. Yeah, go ahead. And they scoop it. So we won the first game there with Rakdos Sacrifice against what is potentially the top tier deck in best of 1 right now. So let's keep on going a bit and see how many more wins we can get with this deck. Alright, here we go. Game number 2 against Daipino. Let's see what Daipino is playing and let's have a look. So we have a Claim the Firstborn, we have a Mayhem Devil. I feel Mayhem Devil into a Call of the Death Dweller could be quite good actually. But is it good enough? I do go first, so I do get to play these relatively early. I can claim the Firstborn. I'm gonna keep it. It's a bit of a risky key, but I think it's good enough to beat most matchups. We're up against a mono red deck. Alright, and so let's sacrifice this. I guess I will get a black mana source since we don't have all that many red sources anyways, but let's see what we draw. We got another land. I would have loved a priest there, but unfortunately that did not happen. And let's pass the turn. So next turn we can put the Mayhem Devil down. Yoshino Pyromancer, cool. Ah, there's a priest. A bit late. We would have been better if we got that last turn. That's okay, it's okay. So I do need to play this one now then, and then next turn I can make a very cool play with Call of the Death Dweller and still having the Claim the Firstborn available. They kill the Mayhem Devil, obviously, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So here we go. I need to keep the red mana open, so let's do this. Call of the Death Dweller, bring back the Mayhem Devil, which will have Death Touch now. And I wish I can I do it? Actually, I cannot. Let's play this. I had a bit of a brain fart. For some reason, I thought I could sacrifice one of these, but I don't have a sacrifice outlet on the battlefield just yet. So I need to wait a turn a bit. So I hope this one can survive. It would have been better if I had played the Woe Strider here and then claimed the firstborn. But okay, so we lose the Mayhem Devil. I really messed up that play there. I completely got lost in my train of thoughts, but oh well, it's fine, it's fine. So we have a means of gaining back some life, so let's put this one on the battlefield first. Claim the firstborn onto that Phyrexian Pyromancer. We can attack in with it. So 2 damage, and now we can sacrifice it to gain some life and also get rid of that creature. And I might actually spend the next turn. Oh, well, I might not. I was going to say I may spend next turn to heal up a bit, but that's not really gonna happen anymore, I'm afraid. But I like putting the priest down here, so let's do that. And yeah, let's pass the turn again. They will likely minus the Tybalt again, I guess. Do I want to trade with the Blood Artist? So it deals 1 damage to any target. When I activate the priest, that's kind of gonna happen anyways. But if I block with the priest, there's a high chance that they just ping my priest off the board, which is also not really too great. So let's not block here, let's let that through. And are they gonna do it again? They are, they do that again. Bit of a shame, I really derped with the Mayhem Devil. I could have had that available to me, but I do not anymore. Oh! Well, there goes the priest. Yeah, there goes the priest. So I need to do this then. 1 damage to them. I cannot gain the life, unfortunately. And, well, there goes my whole battle plan, I'm afraid. So let's put this one onto the battlefield and let's wait a bit. So they are in top decking mode here, which is quite good. How much stuff? We have enough in the graveyard to bring back the Woe Strider if it dies. Experimental Frenzy, not great, not great. That can generate a whole ton of value. Let's see if they attack in here. They do not attack in. Okay then. I will do this because I really need to make sure I find something good on top. I will keep the Citadel and hope I can find a land to turn after that then. It's not great, but it will have to do for the time being. So let's get rid of the Tybalt and let's see, they are gonna block it for sure. So they block the Woe Strider here. Yeah, let's let them do that. And 1 damage to them again. We are probably losing the Blood Artist here. No, we are not. They are going straight for the face with it. Right then, so put the second Woe Strider down then, and how much? So we can generate quite a bit of value here, but not quite enough. Light up the stage. Okay, there's a shock. That's scary to see. They shock my face, and are they gonna light up the stage again? Have another one on top. Alright, this Tybalt is really messing with the life gain here. All Scar Mage, okay, and I need to get rid of this Tybalt, but they keep on going off. This is annoying. Yeah, no way to get behind her now. Come on, Mayhem Devil on top, please. So I need to block both of these, I think. I will do it like this and sacrifice this one. The 1 damage to their face and Qualifier. Perfect, perfect. So I might be able to make it now, so there we go. That one is gone. Some damage to the face, like so. Yes. My turn, and I will call off the Death Dweller to bring back that Mayhem Devil right away. Now I activate this, get rid of the Tybalt, and gain that life, so now I'm at 7 life. Can I make a comeback though? So they can crack this one for 2 damage if they wanted to. They have a light of the stage and they still have the experimental frenzy. I don't need to worry about the hand with this thing on the field. Do I need to get rid of more stuff? I mean, I can wait and do it during their turn, right? So let's not do that now. End the turn here. As long as I can eat my food before I die, I guess I can make a comeback here. That's harsh, but let's do this then. Yeah, 1 damage to the face, gain 1 life, and let's get rid of a Soul Scar Mage. Wizard's Lightning. Okay then. So waiting. We gain some life. They have so much mana, it's really scary. There's a land, but I'm not sure if I can still cast that Citadel, to be honest, so let's put it away. Prowess, okay then. Ooh, that's another tough one to deal with. I can do it. So how should I get around doing this? I can block all this damage. I think I should. If I do it like this, I can sacrifice. No. Yes, so sacrifice the Woe Strider. And I need to get rid of that rampaging Ferocity, right? But then can I still win? Let's just get rid of this and see if I can make a comeback like that. So get rid of the Soul Scar Mage and playing for, yeah. Now the Soul Scar Mage, they deal some damage to themselves. This is a tight game. But luckily I can activate this, get rid of the Soul Scar Mage before I gain the life, so I gain the life back now. Activate this, get rid of that. I meant the Rampaging Ferocity, and then I can shock this in just to gain more life here. If I deny them this one, is that a good idea? I mean, let's go with that one, and I do take 1 damage here, but maybe 7 life is enough to survive another turn. So shock to the face, okay. Lightning strike to the face. Come on! Seriously? Yeah, okay, fine. They won. They got not a single land. Come on. Oh well, we lost. We would have made a comeback there if they did not find 3 burn spells, one after the other on top there. We would have made a comeback for sure, because we would have been able to bring a Woe Strider back, sacrifice a goat with the Witch's Oven, and then heal up But oh well, it wasn't meant to be. So let's go to the next game then. Hopefully next one will be better. Was a tight game though. Alright, next game against Asher. I'm still wordless about that previous game, that they can just find one burn spell after the next right off the top like that. That's just sickening, but oh well. This looks good, especially against a Loris deck, so let's go and put the oven down first, then we can put the Blood Artist down next turn. See what they are playing exactly. Well, there goes the Blood Artist. Oh no. Oh, they go for the claim the firstborn. Well, okay then. So Blood Artist comes down and their turn. Another Thoughtseize, alright then. So they really want to get rid of those claim the firstborns, I guess. Yeah, there they go. That's it. They shocked that then. What are they gonna put on the field? A Stitcher's Supplier. Alright then. So my turn. Let's put this down. I don't really have anything in the graveyard yet, so let's put Fanatical Firebrand down then, and yeah, let's pass the turn for the time being. I think they're gonna do some self-harm, like destroying their own creatures, which is good with the Blood Artist anyways. Stitcher Supplier, go ahead. I'm not gonna kill that because I don't want to give them more resources. I might put the lures in the hand, but who knows. Dreadhorde Arcanist, alright then. So the Dreadhorde Arcanist is down now. I think I want to get rid of this, so let's do it like so. I will get rid of the Stitcher Supplier anyways, and 1 damage to them, 1 life to me. 1 damage to them, 1 life to myself as well. Any point giving this one? No, not really. So my turn, and let's go ahead and do this then. Get a red mana source, doesn't really matter. A bit of a shame that I need to use this for just the Fanatical Firebrand, but I need to get this Dreadhorde Arcanist off the field right now. So 1 damage to them, Dreadhorde Arcanist is gone. And 1 more damage to them. There we go. So we have them down to 9 if I count killing the Blood Artist as well. Young Pyromancer. Okay then. If I can get a blocker for all the elementals will be quite good my turn. And I'm just drawing lands. At least I can activate the Castle Locktway now. So let's get a Swamp from the deck and let's activate this right now. Wallace's Citadel, quite good. We have 5 land already, so that's quite nice. We do need to survive 1 turn of these things attacking in, and we might not even draw a land off the top. I hope it's a land off the top so I can cast this. Oh no. No blocks there, let's go, let's go. Loris is probably going to the hand, right? Oh, it's not. Alright, some more damage to them, some life gain for myself. And there's in an elemental. Okay, they finally have a way to deal with the Blood Artist. I guess I will just sacrifice it then, and the Blood Artist did a lot of work, yeah. Come on, land off the top, please. Land off the top would be absolutely amazing, yeah. Dreadhorde Arcanist, that's not a land, but it's kind of good still, so let's... Oh, I'm a bit in trouble, right? They can destroy my Mayhem Devil. That's not great. But let's do some damage control here, get rid of this thing. And yeah, pass the turn. So they have a lot of stuff in their graveyard that they can sacrifice. So unfortunately the Mayhem Devil is pretty much dead here. I hope they use the card that forces them to sacrifice one of their creatures instead of the Thoughtseize. Perfect, perfect. So let's see here. So they sacrifice a creature. And I have one sacrifice here, but I could sacrifice one more time, but that doesn't really work, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And I need to sacrifice the Mayhem Devil as well. So let's sacrifice the Mayhem Devil, 1 damage to the face. Come on, land on top. Please let there be a land on top. Perfect, so here we go. So hopefully I can win now. Oh no. Oh, that's sad. Double land on top, that was a bit anticlimactic. What will they bring back? Probably the Pyromancer, right? Yeah, there they go. So they can use the Village Rites again to draw more stuff here. I think they probably will. They're probably gonna shock and use the Village Rites to get rid of the young Pyromancer to draw some things. But this deck can go off quite well, so maybe I can make it through next turn. I just need some lucky stuff on top here, that's all. So shock to the face, I guess. There we go, 1 damage. We're at 19 life still, so we can do a lot of all as a Citadel activations, which is quite nice. Just wish they would hurry up a little bit. They're a bit on the slow side with their plays, but well, they got a lot to manage perhaps. Waiting for them, still waiting for them. So what do they plan to do? They claim the Dreadhorde Arcanist, and okay, so we have a... Come on, please don't put more lands on top. Perfect, perfect. Yes, please, let's sacrifice this one. Yeah, let's sacrifice that. 1 damage to their face. We can play this one, we can play this one, we can Woe Strider, we can play yet another Woe Strider, and we hit a land. So do this, and yeah, there we go. We won the game with the balls of Citadel. Once this deck goes off, it's really great. It's really sickening, to be honest. Like, they were completely established, but we had some really sick draws on the top. I guess that kind of makes up for those sick draws that the previous person had with the 3 burn spells on top. Like, finding all these 3 on top is just extremely good. Extremely good. That was a really good turn right there. I guess I will play one more game today before I call for this video. Please keep in mind I have early access, so if you want a certain deck in Zendikar Rising to be played, let me know so I can make a video about it. I will probably not upload until the... I will not upload until the Zendikar Rising event. Maybe I'll still upload once before that event starts, because I want to get as many decks recorded as possible and push them out to the channel as soon as possible, so everybody out there has some really fun decks to play. But I'm very short on wildcards, so if you feel like supporting me on Patreon or sending a donation would be very welcome, so I can buy some packs once the new set releases. Otherwise I will be a bit stuck playing all the cards, which will not be too fun for the channel. So do keep that in mind. If you want to help me out with that, then please let me know, or please just sign up to the Patreon or something, but it will be a huge help. Anyways, let's jump into the next game and see if we can keep a bit of a win streak going this time. Alright, here we go. Game number 4 against Annalise. Let's see what Annalise is playing. And so we have a tapped source here, which is not too great, but if we can get a third land into a Mayhem Devil, we can do some ridiculous plays going forward. So I guess I will keep it for the time being. So let's keep this. Then next turn I can play the step. Let's play the step now just in case. Yeah, this doesn't do anything right now. It's nice to have it though against the Euro decks. And we are up against Rakdos Sacrifice, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but let's put this down and put the oven down as well. There we go. Now we have the engine going, which is quite good. And hopefully, oh, ho, ho, ho. Perfect, perfect. So, yeah, here we go. So, Cauldron Familiar, I will keep it here for now, so I can get an extra activation with the Mayhem Devil. There we go. They are keeping up full control, it seems. Oh, I don't even need to shock that in. It's like Magic Christmas. So, here comes the Cauldron Familiar. The Priest of the Forgotten Gods with the Mayhem Devil trigger, and there goes the Cauldron Familiar yet again. They can sacrifice their priest, but it must feel very bad for them, right? And 1 damage to the face. There we go, perfect, perfect. So what can we do now? So if we keep this cat here, if they play a Mayhem Devil, then they are in a bit of trouble. Because we can claim the firstborn on it and we can attack in next turn. So let's see what they will do. It would be quite cool if Rakdos Sacrifice can actually win from Junt, because this is kind of the inferior version of what they are trying to do. Because their deck definitely has Collected Company, which is just super good. It's super good, so... Okay, they don't have it. In that case, we do the cat combo now, then 1 damage to their face. Yes, please. And resolve that. 1 more damage to their face. Resolve that as well. My turn, and... Nothing to claim the first one still, that's a bit sad, but let's go in with both of these now. There we go. I think I will just play this out. I think getting the 1 damage in here is probably quite good, and let's do this one then to do a bit more damage. I could have saved this for their turn in hindsight, but oh well, I didn't. So... yeah, let's get this. I still have a red source right there. End the turn. 1 damage here, and if I sacrifice this, sacrifice it's 2 more damage. That's not really enough to kill them, so let's let them have that life there. They're down to 9 life already. Claim the firstborn. Well, they're gonna sacrifice my Mayhem Devil, so I need to do this now, unfortunately. That kind of ruins my combo a bit, but oh well, just the way it is. At least their claim the firstborn is kind of ruined. Scavenging Ooze. And do I eat this or not? I guess not, right? I can keep it. So, my turn then, and... put the Woe Strider out there. I will try to claim this because they are gonna sacrifice it anyways, I guess. Yeah, there they go. So they sacrificed that. If I play this, probably not, right? We don't have a Bolas Citadel in hand yet, so no point really. But what we can do is sacrifice a cat here. Ah, that's good. Perfect. Let's keep that on top. I will play this out anyways then. So, end the turn, and here we go. Can we win next turn? We probably can, because we can put Mayhem Devil back on the battlefield, and then we can just keep on going from there. Cauldron Familiar comes down. Okay, that gains them some life. I will sacrifice my other Cauldron Familiar here. And I will keep them here because I plan to Mayhem Devil this coming turn. So use this then, put the Mayhem Devil back on the battlefield. Can I win from these triggers alone, I wonder? So they do their sacrificing shenanigans now because they don't want to get the Mayhem Devil pings. That's fine. And they gain some life. Okay, so they are tapped out. We are free to do our stuff. So let's do this first. Get rid of that. I will get rid of the cat so the Woe Strider can attack in. 1 damage. Let's do this again. Some more damage to the face, like so. And let's attack in with the Woe Strider first then. That's some damage right there. I can sacrifice this one for some more damage to the face. And they see that they are pretty much dead there. So last game was really good. We got a nice win there and we're 4 wins away from tier 2 diamond. I'm still not sure if I should make the push to Mythic now. Let me know what you feel personally. Should I go for Mythic early or should I just wait until the last week of the season? Anyways, I hope you had fun with this little sacrifice deck. Rakdos Sacrifice really good. If you played Rakdos Sacrifice in Standard before, it's very easy to upgrade this deck. I will just go back to it quickly so we can have a quick look. Yeah, there we go. So Rakdos Sacrifice. There it is. So the only thing that's different in this deck versus the one that I played on the channel before is that we have 4 copies of Dragon Skull Summon. So these are 4 rare wildcards. We have a Phyrexian Tower, which is a 5th rare wildcard. But other than that, there is no rares in here. The Blood Artist, one of the main stars of this deck, is just an uncommon, and most people should have plenty of uncommon wildcards. And this is an older card from the Excellent block, but it's just a common, so it should be easy to craft as well. I think for a budget deck, this is a really good deck because there's not all that many rares in there. Especially if you've been playing Rakdos Sacrifice before, then this is definitely something you can build in this format as well. And this is just fun. I did mess around with this sideboard a bit. This is a sideboard I got off, what's it cycled? Hub, so there's not many rare cards in here either at the moment. You could put Languish in here instead of the Cry of the Canarium. Let's find the Languish a second. I don't even have a copy. So, not collected. So, Languish is a rare card for 4 mana, gives everything -4/-4. This is arguably better than Cry of the Canarium, but I like this against Goblin decks currently, and you can cast this on turn 3, which is sometimes early enough to avoid a Mox's play. And we have Necromancia, which is also a nice card to get stuff out of your opponent's graveyard, hand, or library. You can, for example, call Moxes and then get rid of every single Moxes in the deck, so this works quite nicely. I will put the sideboard down in the description as well, in the deck description, so if you want to play best of 3, you can do so with this particular deck right here. But yeah, I had fun with this deck. I still like Rakdos Sacrifice quite a bit. I do still believe that the Cat Oven combo in combination with Mayhem Devil is broken, but pretty much everything in Historic is broken at the moment. So if Historic can be the format for broken stuff and Standard can be a slower format for non-broken stuff, I personally would be very happy so that Standard can be more strategic and competitive and compared to Historic. Not saying that there's no strategy in Historic, there is, but it seems to fall a bit short. Like yesterday in the Mythic Qualifier, like as soon as turn 3 lands and you whiff with the Moxes, you pretty much know you've lost the game already, and that's something you normally don't really have in Standard. Like in the games tend to go on longer and you have more opportunities to win, but in Historic it just goes really quickly. If you If you lose your resources early on or you whiff early on, then it usually means that you're gonna lose the game. Rakdos Sacrifice kind of slows the pace of the game down, which is nice because, like you saw in the footage, many times we went to turn 6, 7 or even 8 with this particular deck. So I kind of like a deck like this that can slow a broken format down a little bit. So yeah, that's all for me. Again, I hope you have fun and I hope everybody is safe and healthy out there. And if you have any suggestion for what you want me to play during the early access event, please let me know down below. Preferably put as many cards as possible that you want in the deck, because sometimes I do see requests like, oh, please make a deck with like one card, like the Oscillate or whatever, and then I need to brew everything else myself. Since I only have one day on the early access client, I want to get as many decks tested as soon as possible. So if you have a deck idea and it's kind of established already, let me know down below all the cards you want to be played in that deck. Of course, I will give priority to people that post their deck over on my Patreon, but I think since we will be playing the whole day, I will have plenty of time to test other decks as well. So let's have some fun. I will be playing some Naya, Winota. What do you call it? Is it Naja or Naya? I don't know. But I will be playing some Winota with Lotus Cobra. I will be playing the Rogue deck, is one that I am really looking forward to. I might try to update a Ram deck to see how Ram plays out currently with the new cards, since we are losing quite a lot. And I don't know, there's other decks I'm probably not aware of. Gruul is definitely something I want to play. We have a lot of fun Gruul cards, and I want to play some kind of a landfall deck. I have a combo in mind with the new Mythic Minotaur Legendary that can go quite nicely with a kind of a double turns continuous Gruul strategy using Azusa with landfall. So let's see how that's gonna work as well this coming week. I believe I have access on the 15th already, which is going to be quite nice. So let's have fun with it. Anyways, take care again and see you all next time with the next video.